The veteran journalist Prakash Swamy is my guest here on We Connect, and thank you very much for joining us here again. Prakash, we hear many times of journalists who actually kind of get involved in politics one way or the other, whether because they want to or because they don't want to is beside the point. What's your opinion about something like this?
I remember my guru or my senior colleagues were telling me, politics is like a fire for a journalist. You can't be too close, you can't be too far.
True.
You got to be in the correct position. But unfortunately, sometimes journalists get sucked into politics for various reasons. And I think that's not professional, because we write about issues. We don't criticize people because I don't like them. It's about issues. But when you become very close to somebody, you'll probably get blinded that you don't want to criticize them.
It's hard probably to
Yes,
step back
to
to be neutral, I guess.
Yes. I would like to say the friendship with the politician should be something like what a judge does. Judge never goes out and socializes, but they still have their own friend circle so that they have been treated as impartial. Well, we can't go to that level, but at least we can be fair enough not to become too close to a politician.
Right. So you say you better remain a professional journalist or be a politician. You can't be both.
Absolutely right.
Right. When you sit in New York and in America, outside of India, do you find that there is an interest in what's going on in India amongst Indians who are living there, NRIs, for instance?
Absolutely. They always try to find out what's going on in India. Because
Why would they want to? They are sitting the other side of the world.
Well, but basically, we always hear that absence makes hearts grow fonder. So when you go out of India, you become much more patriotic.
Yes, more
you get
Indian.
involved. And I find a lot of demonstrations in New York, and I ask them, why are you doing it? Oh, no, we want to be part of it. Probably they think that, they still want to contribute something, and they are very much in touch because they keep coming here twice a year or once a year. So there's always a connection between the NRIs and Indians, and India is very much alive.
Right. Having said that, you're also involved with the Tamil Association in New York. Perhaps it's the right time to ask you about that part of your activities.
I'm the president of the New York Tamil Association, which is one of the oldest Tamil associations in US.
Not politically affiliated at all.
We are absolutely apolitical. We are above religion, above caste, above community, above everything. We are united only by Tamil. We give chance to a lot of youngsters. For example, the kids who are born in the US can't speak Tamil. We try to teach them Tamil. We try to help arrange the teachers to teach them dance, music, violin, veena, all these instruments, so that they are culturally groomed. I mean, after all, we are Indians. I mean, I can't change my color.
Yes.
Though I live in US, I'm still an Indian by heart, by my color, by my culture. So we try to work with the Tamil community, and we are above politics, and we do a lot of community work. For example, one thing is important is many times we feel that when you want to do a charity, we send money back home. But I told them, you need to feed the poor in the US, because we make money in the US, we pay taxes in the US. So we go to a church in Staten Island every year during Tamil New Year's Day. We feed about 200 homeless poor in the US, in New York, which is a sumptuous meal once a year, and is very happy to see that they are very glad that the Indians who are coming here to US and richer helping them.
Right. I understand that there are quite a lot of Indians in the United States who are now, we've had the reverse brain drain, as it were, of lots of Indians coming back to India. Is that still going on, Prakash? What's the reality?
We have about 2.3 million Indians in the US totally. And there's a statistics which says every fourth doctor is an Indian, and every fifth IT man is an Indian. But things are changing. The US economy has taken a heavy beating, and almost kind of, it's in a bad shape. According to a survey, more than 200,000 Indians, particularly in IT, who are green card holders and US citizens, may move back to India to take up positions. If that happens, in fact, the US senators and congressmen have already started talking about it in the public forum. If that happens, that's going to be a big problem to the US, because that's going to take away the cream of the intelligentsia from the US business and profession.
Because so many Indians who've gone abroad have really made a mark for themselves.
Absolutely.
And probably are now thinking of coming back to India and contributing. And of course, it's a known fact that India is going to be a leader in Asia for sure. We're on par with China. Now, let me just quickly ask, You've been doing some work in South America, so that side of the world. Now, what exactly are you up to there?
Well, I was always been fascinated by South America.
Beautiful
and
country,
the Caribbean
I believe.
nations.
Never been there.
And I traveled to Guyana, Trinidad, Grenada. I went to a very unknown country called Grenada just to see how the people and life. And when I went to Guyana, the president of Guyana asked me, what do you want to see in my country? I said, I heard something like a Madras settlement. I wanted to go. Then he put me a car and his personal secretary and sent me to a place. It's a very habitant. They moved to Guyana about 150 years ago from Tamil Nadu, and they can't speak Tamil, but they have a temple which is Mariamman temple, and they have the Mariamman Thalatu written in English, and they're reading out the praise of God in Tamil written in English. And they came and told me, you're from Tamil Nadu, get me a CD, I want to listen to the songs. So it's very pathetic to see. Then I'm writing a story which is called Tamile Maranda Tamilargal, Tamils who don't know Tamils, the kind of book I'm doing, which is about the immigration from a country to these countries about 150 years ago.
Right.
So very interesting to see how people and the lifestyle in those countries.
So people who are living abroad, who are originally from Tamil Nadu, are really wanting to learn about their roots. That's
Yes.
that's
Getting
the message.
back to the roots,
Getting back.
particularly the Caribbean countries and the South American countries, Indians who are there.
Okay. Are they in fact interested in the politics of our country?
They're not very much interested in politics, but they come here on a pilgrimage, and they always say like a homecoming. They come. I know many of the my friends Caribbean Indians. The moment they get off the plane, they kiss the ground because there's so much they love a country very much. But there are two Indian origin heads of state in Caribbean. One is Guyana, other Trinidad. They're both Indian origins.
Right. Well, Prakash, it's been an absolute joy to have you here. Thank you for you coming home the way you do twice a year, and just keep coming back, and perhaps one day you might decide to just get home for good, perhaps 2 or 3 years down the road. I really want to thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
and
Jennifer. It's so pleasure talking to you, and I feel very honored with my senior colleague interviewing me and spending time with me.
Thank you very much. Well, that's all we have time for here on We Connect. But don't forget to join us every single Saturday night at 9:30. Remember that on We Connect, you'll meet people who are interesting, people who always have a fascinating story to tell me. And of course, I want to share that story with you. So until the next time, you take care and bye for now.